What about there is of course a comic element in the film in the series, and you are known to have a certain kind of your comedy in your storytelling, which is warm, which is very human. Um, how difficult is comedy? And this is a question also I would also want Arshad to answer. And in the current scenario in India, whether it is on screen or stage, comedy has become a little bit of a tricky business. What
I
would be
agree
your
with you.
take on it? Yeah.
No, you're very right. Comedy writing today has become very difficult because the moment you open your phone, you see those reels, you look at the stand-up comedians, the kind of stuff they're doing fantastic stuff. We have great stand-ups where every line is so funny. Of course, they work six months on it, but there's so many of them. And it's democratized that anybody, one guy sitting in Raipur, one guy sitting in Assam is making those reels, which some of them are very, very funny. So as viewers, you've so got used to a surge of seeing joke after joke. You don't like it, you go ahead. So enough film to sustain it for 3 hours. Uh, how do you sustain for 3 hours this continuous jokes? So we really have to, I think we all will have to reinvent ourselves for comedy films, and it's not easy. It's not easy that writing anymore.
There's so much of humor out there everywhere.
Everywhere.
I mean, you pick up your phone and scroll, and it's funny, and those guys are really funny.
And they have to do one joke, no? They do one joke, it's over. No, for 3 hour film.
Yeah, it is like let's say a crore of people are doing one joke. Here, one person has to make all of them happy. It's still difficult, and I think that the one-liners also that you get are hilarious. They are so funny.
Yeah, you can't actually match them sometimes. How do you?
And that age, the kind of humor has changed.
Yeah.
You know, earlier was a different kind of humor. Now it's different. The Gen Zs, they have a different science sensibility. They are a bit more satirical. They also so it's very difficult to cater to everybody at the moment. You know, so it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
I feel the newer generation will like comedies like Delhi Belly. You know, that's their zone of comedy. But then the youngs and the old, they have a different sensibility of comedy. You know, from the old movies, I would say like a Chupke Chupke and Chashme Badur they like. So it's difficult times.
Those were situational comedies.
Yeah.
You know, you created a situation. Now nobody's got the patience to. They want quick one-liners, quick jokes.
Immediate.
But is that landing us also in trouble? Because what happened recently, the controversy.
Stand-ups.
Yeah, stand up. So do you think in a because they're so desperately trying to grab attention, at times maybe we forget what we are, or the kind of content we are putting out in the race to grab attention.
Yeah, that's happening.
I think it's young blood making mistakes. Basically that. I think when you're slightly older, no, you think twice before you say something.
Eyeballs. You want to catch eyeballs and sometimes you cross the line.
Yeah,
See,
you don't want to hurt other people's feeling.
fortunately or unfortunately, a lot of comedy actually comes from the misfortune of others.
Yes, absolutely.
Even if
Chaplin being the greatest example.
Yeah, if you look at Tom and Jerry also, somebody's being bashed and we laugh at it. So, and now it's different that sometimes we're insulting people, sometimes we're doing these things. So, I guess at some point, as he rightly pointed out, you need to know where you need to draw the line.
Yeah.
How much
You know, even
okay and how much is not okay.
even in movies, it's a very fine line that defines buffoonery and humor. It's a very fine line. You cross that line, it suddenly becomes buffoonery. That line, if you should not cross, you'll mess it up. Your humor suddenly becomes nonsensical. So that's the whole thing. I think you should not cross that line. And it's tougher to be humorous without hurting somebody's feeling. It's easier to be funny and hurt somebody's feeling. So yeah, it's nice to be a little sensitive.